Hi guys, in this video I am going to introduce consignment account. First, what do you mean by consignment account? Consignment is transfer of goods to an agent for the purposes of storage and sales. The producer or the manufacturer cannot reach everywhere to sell their product. Only they reach their customers through wholesaler or the retailer. The goods are also available at different places through the agent or agencies. The consignor appoint the agent at different markets or in different part of the country to sell goods on their behalf against this commission. Next, I will explain in this consignment account. Two parties involved in this consignment account, that is A of Thuthukudi. He has a business of export in fishing. Now he wants to increase our sales of product to their market in globally. In that time, he contact our friend Mr. B. He is a USA, but B is sell to agree their product to their country. But condition to be applying this B, what is the condition? He gets some commission on sales. A sells goods to B, B gets some commission on this A. A is act as a principal or consignor, B is act as the agent or the consignee, but all the expenses is made by this consignor, that is A. What are the objective of in this consignment account? First objective is increase the sales. Sales volume to be increased only by attracting customers. Main business motive to grow and expand a product to globally. Business to develop, earning higher revenue from different geographical area for this same product. Next, in this consignment account, sustainment in the domestic or international market. Increase the sales by utilizing the talent expertise of the consignee. Then what are the advantages and disadvantages of in this consignment account? First advantages, increasing sales and margin of this growth of business. Next, lesser inventory holding cost for the consignor. Next, skill consignee can increasing sale, thereby expanding the business. That way can be stable in this market. Next, what are the disadvantages? Risk of goods getting damaged in any time. At this time, sold at less profit margin, only for the consignor. Next, consignee negligence or disinterest may create many problems. High shipping charges for the consignor, high holding costs for consignee. Next, I will explain what are the items to be recorded in this consignment account. First one, performer invoice. In this performer invoice statement, it containing all the information about the goods sent, like quality of goods, quantity of the goods, what are the items to be sold, what are the colors, all the items should be recorded in this performer invoice. This performer invoice send consignor to the consignee when the goods are to be sent. Next, advance. Advance is main task for every business transaction. In this consignment, consignor may ask to pay the consignee in form of draft or check. The next one, account sale. Account sale, it is a statement. In this statement sent by consignee to the consignor, it is prepared by where? In the consignee. It is prepared by whom? The consignee. It is a statement of all the information, that is how much goods to be received, what are the goods to be sold, what are the colors to be sold, what are the colors stock in hand, what are the expenses is made. All the informations are recorded in this account sales for whom? That is consignee. It is prepared and recorded all the information to give the consignor. Next, I will explain two expenses in this consignment account. What are the two expenses? Recurring expenses and non-recurring expenses. First, I will explain what do you mean by expenses. Expenses means outflow of cash. Non-recurring expenses are those expenses non-repeated. That means only once time to be incurred. In these non-recurring expenses made by consignee or the consignor. What are the non-recurring expenses? In left side in the consignor non-recurring expenses, that is packing, transport, carriage, forward, landing charges, dock dues, freight, insurance, etc. Then what are the consignee non-recurring expenses? Unloading charges, railway dues, dock dues, import duty, export duty, carriage to down. All the expenses is made by consignor or the consignee. The next I will explain recurring expenses. What do you mean by recurring expenses? It is opposites for non-recurring expenses. That is, these expenses repeated. That means again and again made by the in this consignment account. What are they? Bank charges, expenses on damaged goods, ground rent, storage, insurance charges, brokerage, advertising, sales to salesman, salary to salesman, expense on goods returns, commission on sales, all the expenses made by consignor and the consignment. Next, I will explain this commission. In this commission, normally commission is calculated by when? Commission is calculated by sales. In this topic, in this consignment account, I will explain three commissions: normal commission, Delcada commission, and overriding commission. Normal commission is ordinary commission, is calculated by fixed percentage of commissions. Consignor to consignee is calculated on when total sales. Then next, Delcada commission. In this Delcada commission is a special commission is given by consignor to every commission is given by consignor to consignee, but is special. It is a credit basis. It is allowed to sell goods on credit. He held responsible to collect money from the debtors. When this commission is paid, the consignee has to be bear the loss or bad debts. Next, overriding commission. Overriding means it is consignee is to work harder to push a new product line. He gets another commission. It's called overriding commission. It means additional commission. Additional commission is the incentive to be motivated to consignee to create market for a new product. In that time, this additional commission is to be allowed consignee when sales limits have been exceeded. Next, I will explain in losses. In every business have many losses. In this business, in this consumer account, there are two losses: normal losses and abnormal losses. What do you mean by normal losses? Normal losses means goods are lost or damaged due to normally or expected but unavoidable causes. What are the evaporation, leakage, breakage, dusting, drying, etc. I will explain in small example loss of coal due to loading and unloading. Next, I will explain the abnormal losses. Abnormal losses means loss or damage goods is caused by natural or unexpected reasons. Such losses is a abnormal losses. This abnormal loss is made by due to negligence or carelessness. This loss be fully checked or controlled. This loss can be divided into two parts. That means loss of transit, loss at consignee place. Loss in transit means loss it transmit abnormal losses which is arise when the goods are on the way processed from consignor to consignee. I will explain in small examples. Goods may be damaged in transit due to accident. Then what do you mean by loss at consignee place? In these losses which occur after reaching the goods to consignee places. For example, goods may be destroyed by the fire. Thank you.